Journeys.
Sean Hall from Journeys here. I'm here with the CEO of BTMI. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you.
This is where we met.
My first day on the island.
First day on the island.
Someone told me you gotta come down at 6 in the morning
Yes.
to the beach. I was staying at the Hilton at that time.
Yes.
I got lost.
You got very lost.
I got lost.
You got very lost. I met you at the top of the road, going the wrong way.
But I met you. You brought me back here.
Brought you back in.
It was my first experience
Yes.
in Barbados.
And it seems that experience was great because you're back here with us talking. And I just want to see for yourself, what do you think is the potential for what we do down here? Do you think that is something that people all around the world would like to see?
You know what? I think Barbados is more than just the vision that people have in terms of beaches and sand. Yes, that is at the beach, but this is something that is unique that you don't find in other destinations and other Caribbean islands.
Right.
And I think we need to make sure that people know that there's more than just what you can have at the beach destinations.
Yes, yes.
And this is one thing about it,
Yes.
but there's a lot of other experiences as well that people don't know about.
Of course.
So this is a great example, but I think we need to go out there and really support the small businesses,
Yes.
entrepreneurs like yours,
Yes.
and just make sure that everyone is included in the tourism ecosystem.
Right. Well, because this is also tied in, what we do here is also tied in with the garrison, races at the garrison, that kind of stuff. Because every one of these horses here race at the racetrack on Saturdays and that kind of stuff. And people seem to they see us here during the days, and then they come on Saturdays to the racetrack. So it's a very good, unique experience for tourists all around. And I hope that we continue to attract people to this island doing this kind of stuff.
I think, yeah, I mean, you mentioned the racetrack, and I was at the garrison
yes.
a few weeks ago, and again, I mean, I learned it's the only UNESCO World Heritage
Correct.
Site with a racetrack.
That's right.
So I mean, that alone is unique there. But who would think that coming to a Caribbean island and having world-class horse races, and a horse track like this? So again, it comes down to really building these stories and making sure that people know what they can experience here, how they can connect to the culture.
That's right.
And really connect to the local community. Because when I went there, suddenly you become part of the community,
Yes,
and that's what it's all about. That's what people want after COVID-19. They want to connect to local people. They want to be part of the community, not just being on a beach and having a great tan or whatever. That's great too,
Yes.
but there needs to be more, especially coming out of the pandemic.
Because the other thing, I tell people, the garrison is also the home of champions. Some of our riders have gone to foreign lands like Patrick Husbands, Rocco Boeing, Rico Walcott. I could go on and on and on. Have been champions at other racetracks around North America. And I feel in the future we have to take advantage of that, because with those guys being champions at other racetracks, there are hundreds and thousands of youngsters who look up to these guys and idolizes them for their, how well they've done. And I hope that through what we are doing here, right here now, we could bring people to the island just because of that small little place that they call the garrison that has so much champions. And I hope that's something in the future we can work on.
Yeah. I think in the end, also the other thing is start telling the stories,
Yes.
right? I mean, you
Yes.
have a story to
Yes.
tell, hear the story to
Yes.
tell.
Yes.
I think that's what people want. They want to be inspired, and they want to be part of it, and they want to touch that. And I think right now, obviously, people come here and they see the horses, and that's unique.
Yes.
But they also want to kind of make sure that they learn about what's actually behind it. And I think that's where we can do some great work. Social media is huge.
Yes.
And we have these platforms.
Yes.
And make sure now that, through curating these experiences, build a collection of Bajan experiences that we tell these stories to the world.
Correct, because I mean that's what we try to do at Journeys. We try to tell, we try to paint everything with a broad brush. We're from our experience, a lot of us have lived in Canada and the States, so we work with these guys up there. We want to tell the story for everything, but I love when we tell our Barbadians experience stories from the journey from Barbados to these big places. So I hope we continue that in the future. And that's all I can say to you, man. I really appreciate doing this interview. And this is Journeys, Jens, BTMI CEO, and we are out of here.